you can't find the zero order streams, there would have to be, if you're doing remote sensing, you probably have to go to see if you can do remote sense first order streams and then do some human, like have a person go out to the single order streams to see if there are any.
So with the GIS, you mean to say, going there on the
You can do
GIS?
GIS, or you can have people, and obviously have people. This would be difficult depending on
But
the area.
zero order streams. I have heard that with the remote sensing, it is not possible. You are aware of the LIDAR technology.
Yes.
So, can you?
But can you? Does the LiDAR technology? And I haven't seen a lot of data on this. Can the LiDAR technology find first order streams? They can find first order streams, and you know where first order streams are, and this would be very labor intensive. You'd have to go find first order streams, maybe check older physical maps.
Yeah. Older physical maps, and even we can go to the like Google Earth maps.
Or Google Earth Maps. There's another open source program called GeoMap app that may have some of the data.
GeoMap app.
Yep.
But then how can I get help from you? Tell me, because in collaboration we are supposed to work, and with the different departments that I'm supposed to work. So if you can help me out that to create a different orders, stream orders,
Okay.
not only zero, but then stream order 1, 2, 3, 4, all that way of, let us take Harlem
Okay.
or Hudson.
Okay.
And with that, after we identify that, then I can, like I am trying to now collaborate with, I'm collaborating with STEM club, biology club.
Okay.
So these will be our resources that we can take help of this to go in the field physically.
Right.
And do the survey, like what kind of things are there around that place. Suppose some industry, or
Right.
what kind of a community,
Right.
what is adding to the maybe pollution of
Right,
the
right.
river, or whatever the things. So this I am planning, like it may happen in the month of October. But right now, if we can, with the help of remote sensing or with some technology, we can see or go to the Google Earth map, or you are saying about the open source.
Right.
So with that, if we come to know, so we can decide on few of the places
Right.
where these students can go, conduct survey, and then accordingly, whatever the report of 2014, that Water Bodies of New York report, which suggests that if you do these things, then it is possible that we can bring the quality of Hudson water improvement and to the standard of what it is suggested by the Center Water Act.
Okay. What can I do? I have, for me, I have some resources that I can get.
Okay. So what? This is what you are doing on the which?
So
which one?
this is open. This is an open source
Yeah.
program called GeoMap app.
Okay, GeoMap app.
Yeah, it runs on Java,
Okay.
and it has. So if we look, we can look at, and that one didn't work, but let me see if I
This
can
is
find-
Long Island, no?
So
this
here's
here is Long Island.
yeah.
I can
So
see.
there's so I
And
zoomed
Hudson
into
is coming there.
Hudson's
this
right
one.
there.
Right, yeah, right. Yeah.
There's Long Island, Connecticut, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And then we can pull in,
Sorry.
oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
So if we look here, if we're looking at specifically the Hudson River, I'm going to zoom in quite a bit here. This is a LiDAR map of the Hudson right in this region here. So I can
Okay.
zoom in even more to see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Or this is a LiDAR map, but obviously it's very very localized
Yeah.
and only for a small part.
If we can take it from the origin towards the
Right.
confluence, please do that.
Okay.
I think origin is somewhere in up in
It's north of Albany. So
north of
Albany?
Ovni.
Albany. It's the state capital.
Okay.
So the Hudson River starts like up in here.
Okay.
But we can also do, and I haven't done this with this.
Anytime you have done the stream orders?
Not with. I studied stream orders when I took rivers and floodplains in grad school, but I haven't done stream orders with this program. So I'd have to kind of go through
Okay.
and see what sort of.
If we can see with the otherwise Google Earth map, that would be a simplest one
Yeah.
where we can at least see the different
And then if
what
we
you have
do
done.
if we do Google Maps,
Yeah.
and there's we're in this neck of the woods, University Heights, Morris Heights, University
Yeah.
Heights, right here. We're right here.
Yeah.
So here's the Harlem River, and then we zoom out.
Where is the Harlem is showed?
So the Harlem River is right here. It's kind of an offshoot of
Yeah. Yes.
the
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
And then here's on a more zoomed out view. Here's the
Yeah.
mouth of the Hudson,
Yeah.
and the Hudson goes up. Here's Albany. That's the state capital. And then you can see that the Hudson kind of flows a little even north. The Mohawk River comes in, and then the Hudson River kind of starts up around here in
Glens Falls.
Glens Falls area. So
Okay.
it's north of Albany.
Okay.
But with Google Maps, we can do a terrain map like this, and you can see some specificity here with the map. But as a message pops up,
So because a lot of I have heard 418 drainage which is opening in the Hudson. So because of which it is getting polluted. As we call it as combined sewer outfalls.
so if we look here, and this is somewhat of a basic map here,
Yeah.
but this is a Hudson River. It shows you the major
Yeah.
rivers in the Hudson River Basin in the counties.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, a lot of the older data, especially for more of the less densely populated counties like Hamilton or Warren County, they may not have all their data digitized. So we'd probably have to go to physical maps,
Okay.
especially if we're looking for zero order streams.
Okay. So where I'll have to go? Where we can get it?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know.
No, because when somebody designs these water recovery plans and
Right.
all, they must be having these maps because without that maps, the designing of whole thing cannot happen because from the sources that the water will be coming.
Right.
So probably they will have.
They should, especially if, well, we get a lot of water, and something else to take into consideration when talking about clean water. A lot of the water for New York City doesn't actually come from the Hudson River.
Okay.
We get a lot of our fresh water from elsewhere.
But they say that it is coming from Hudson only. That all water supply is from Hudson.
There's the Never Sink Reservoir, which is in Sullivan County. So if we look here, here's the upper part of the Hudson River watershed. This is the upper part north of Albany.
Yeah.
That's the drainage map there.
Yeah.
But if we look here, and this comes from the Hudson River watershed, it's all right here. This whole blue area is the lower Hudson. I'm going to shorten that a little bit. We have the yellow is the upper part, and then the blue part, which includes Utica and Albany. Utica is a little north and west.
Okay.
But if we look here, some of the water we get, and this comes straight from the DEP website for New York City, we get some of our fresh water from the Never Sink Reservoir. And we look here that there are a couple of other sources for the Never Sink Reservoir. And that, if we look here on this map, that's in Sullivan County, which is there.
Yeah.
So that's outside of the Hudson River watershed. So that would also be something to take into consideration as well.
Yeah. And what is this Hudson River Estuary Program?
The Hudson...
That estuary with watershed also, please, Mr.
So the Hudson River estuary...
Yeah, because mostly it is estuary part in the harbor area.
Yeah. And even going up into...
If you can open that. Estuary watershed. Okay, it is marking here only.
Yeah,
Okay,
so but then
Yeah.
even as you get into Rockland County,
Yeah.
in places like Piermont, it's an estuary. So the Hudson River, it's part of the DEC as well. Here's the Hudson River Estuary Program, and it looks at the day in the life of the Hudson and the harbor.
Yeah.
And you do a whole lot of background. Now, there's also another program through Lamont Doherty Earth Observatory. Lamont Doherty runs through Columbia,
Okay.
and they have a field station right on the Hudson in a town called Piermont.
Okay.
And they have a field station where they do research on the biology and the ecosystem specifically in that area. They may have some other resources for you as well.
So in Colombia, do we have our CUNY branch anywhere?
No, but I do have some contacts up there.
Okay. So if you can help me, then I can visit.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be helpful. And I'm old records, and that's what I'm also referring right now to 2014 report,
Yeah.
because after that nothing is done, and now they are talking about some Clean Water Act, like they are talking about, but clean definition is also not there.
Right.
So once we have definition, then we can say this should be the policy, this we have to do. So just go up, if we can. Let me. Okay, so this is DEP site.
Yeah.
Okay, so they say that it's only up to 2007.
So they say their data for groundwater and wells only goes.
So this is very bad. If it is 2007, and that too, this is a state government's website.
This is New York City government. site.
City government. So, 2007, and after that nothing has been done. So that's where we are going wrong then.
Yeah, well, I think just like to what you said before,
Right.
a lot of people were using the groundwater for water supply, but
Yeah.
they don't think that they're going to run out of fresh water from other
Yeah.
locations, so
Yeah.
they don't rely on the groundwater.
Yeah.
And it's not, in other parts of the United States.
But even from the point of view that suppose today all the water bodies are getting polluted. So how much groundwater is also getting polluted, that also needs to be worked.
That absolutely.
And for that groundwater level we should know about every place. And mostly suppose we are talking about wells, bore wells. Mainly
Yeah.
because I've seen most of the agricultural places they are using bore wells.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. In most of the places they do that. So I'm surprised that before 2007 only things are done. After that nothing is there. Okay, I will have to work on this also. And rainwater harvesting also as such there is not much done.
Not much. It's not really a government plan. If any rainwater harvesting I've heard of is on an individual.
No, mainly when I say rainwater harvesting also not necessarily that we create something, but
Right.
like whatever the water bodies are there.
Right.
If we do the desilting,
Right.
so that the water capacity increases,
Right.
so that in that system itself water will flow. Otherwise, it is overflowing.
Yeah.
So from that point of view also, to improve the groundwater and other things that these water bodies can be, and about the dams, reservoirs, their desilting, because once they are done, they are never cleaned.
They just redid the for when you're speaking about reservoirs. They just redid the Jerome Park Reservoir.
What they did?
They drained the Jerome Park Reservoir,
Okay.
and they finished it. I guess I don't know. I don't have
Okay.
a better word for it.
Okay.
And now it's
Refilling.
It's been refilled,
Okay.
and that's still in the Bronx.
Okay.
It's over by, I don't know how well you know the Bronx. It's over by Lehman College and Bronx Science.
Okay.
So it's
So
relatively close to us.
so is in all these things any institutes and all are collaborating? Like now you are so much into geology, so is there such collaborations or how they do? They are not taking help of any university professors and all to make a study, because why I'm asking this, I saw that Harbor School, New York Harbor School,
Right.
where they are trying to do in a specialized manner that how marine biology can be taught to the students
Right.
from a very early stage,
Right.
so that the water bodies can be taken care of, or maybe there are several different kind of projects by which they can help in the pollution control.
Right.
So in the same manner I'm asking, because if suppose groundwater is not being studied, neither it is being monitored, so don't you think things need this?
I think that would be a really good plan to do, especially in New York City.
But then it would have reflected in the website.
That's true.
What it is called as Rome Park.
Jerome
Park.
Jerome Park.
Okay. So this was completely dried and then again refilled.
Yep.
Okay. So this is where exactly?
This is, if we take a look, it's here in the Bronx, over by. So Jerome Park is not far from the Harlem River.
Okay.
In Kingsbridge Heights and Van Cortlandt Village, not far from Kingsbridge. So Bronx Science is here. Lehman College is close by to the Jerome Park Reservoir, and then us at Bronx Community College, we're maybe a 10-minute drive south of the Jerome Park Reservoir.
Where is it? Your
So Bronx Community College is right
Yeah.
at the blue.
Blue. Yeah. Okay. I think for this, that's why I am more interested in engaging the students
Yeah.
for the Harlem River regular monitoring. And that's why I'm trying to do orientation for the STEM club as well as the science club, biology club.
Yep.
So that students can conduct a biodiversity study. then whether there is a riparian zone or not, and then we can tell them about. Even I have included the history and geography department, so the history of Hudson, how they try to look at the history of the Hudson. So from that point of view, so if we can see it, even in earth map, if you can show me before 20 years how was Hudson, and today means like its flow course, whether it is changed, the meandering part, whether it has been changed while the town planning.
Ooh.
Are you getting my point?
I know what you're saying.
So that would be more helpful. Like, because when the river flows naturally, it has got its natural course.
Right.
And during the town planning, we just move it. Like, we have put it in the channel, like canals, like we have made. Maybe we have not allowed the natural river to flow.
Yes.
And because there is no riparian zone, we cannot call it as a living river also.
Yes.
There is no soil and river connection. So soil and river connection is very, very important.
Absolutely.
So can we see that if we go to the Google Earth and see 20 years back or 10 years back picture, how is it?
I don't know.
You just open that Google Earth.
So here's Google Earth.
Yeah. So, and in this only, here where you will click, that you can go for 10 years back, 20 years back, all that it shows.
So here's the Hudson. Or do you want to do more of the?
Where is it? Oh, okay.
So that's Westchester, and there's even the Kensico Reservoir as well up in Westchester.
Yeah.
So New York City does get some water from there as well.
Yeah.
And there's Van Cortlandt Park, and here's the Bronx. This is the Bronx River Forest right here, and there's the Bronx River that kind of flows through.
So this Bronx River Forest, which is said, now we have to see whether the forest is also deforested.
Yeah.
Just a minute, just 1 minute, 1 second. Yeah.
No, I'm not measuring distance. No, not Voyager.
There is this, if you click, you get to see 10 years back how it was, and 20 years how much, presently how much it is for you.
Oh, everything custom, turn on. I don't know how to do that.
Well, actually,
oh, they even do some satellite imagery.
Yeah. And even I said, no, the date wise also you can see that. I don't know what is the time in India, otherwise I would have called it. You can easily see, like 20 years back how it was looking, now how it has changed by day, how infrastructure development happened around it.
Clock icon in the toolbar. Okay, clock icon in the toolbar. Okay. So here we go. There should be a clock.
So now you are able to see the year wise also.
We'll probably be able to do this. So here's where the Botanical Gardens is, and the Bronx River kind of goes through. So then, if we go back, there we go. And it only goes back until 1985.
Yes, right.
So if we go
Yeah,
back to
yes, this way it will show the changes.
Yeah.
Now slowly you will have to come. We have to first put our this thing on the Hudson, and then keep on changing.
so this goes back to 1985,
1985. Okay, good.
and then
We have focused on the Hudson only, right? Which area? Which
so
part
this
of it?
is the Hudson River right here. So then
Yeah.
here's Inwood and Fort George.
No, if we take it near our Bronx area, our college area.
Okay,
Hudson.
so then
Yeah,
we'll
so
move
that we'll
up.
come to know that how it has changed, or maybe near the creek area. There, you can take it.
Well, this doesn't come up very well, very clear.
Okay, let us take this stream only. Here only how it has changed. You just take it that main.
So then here's the Harlem River.
Okay. Yeah.
So then
So this
we're
also
just
this also, if you just take back and front, you will come to know that how it has changed.
so now
Yeah.
we're moving forward.
Yeah. So that was in 1985.
This is 1985.
Okay. Now move forward. Yeah.
So here's
now,
1995.
see how it
Yeah.
has changed. Huh?
Yeah.
Now change. Now come to 2005. Slowly come year wise. So slowly we come to know how the developments has happened.
So here's 2001,
Hmm.
and then here's 2004.
See how it is shrunken.
Yep.
Now.
And then here's 2008.
Yeah.
And you can see on the Harlem River, they've definitely
Right.
built stuff up on
Yes.
and then here's 2014.
Yes.
And then here's 2020. So this
Yes.
is right around when the
See,
pandemic
much.
started.
Yeah. During pandemic, lot of things have happened.
Yeah.
So now there is a chance. Now see, I wanted this only, that a joint publication
Okay.
where we can do based on this map study.
Okay.
Like how the course have changed, what must have impacted the river,
Right.
and what needs to be done. Like we have to recommend certain measures.
Yeah.
So for that it is very, very important that this way we have to look at how 20 years or 30 years back how it was and what has changed.
Yeah.
And whether we have to also see that during the planning, town planning of the city or any kind of establishment which has come around that, whether they have considered.
Yeah. Whether they've considered how to stop changes.
Yes, and how to save the river.
And how- yeah.
Because basically river is the life, and around it, if any, whatever the infrastructure which has come, whether it is also directly or indirectly polluting the river.
Yeah.
So that can be a study for us based on only the satellite map.
Okay.
So, like Harlem, we take Hudson. Just a minute, I will also tell you others. I wrote yesterday 5-6 names of the rivers here, because it's very, very important now to trail these things, because you saw that 2007, after 2007 nothing has been done. So it's really terrible that these kind of studies which are available, it's not being looked upon at all. East River also will be, East River also can be seen here.
Yeah.
Bronx, East River, Harlem, Manhattan,
Yeah. So here's
Hudson River.
So Hudson River's here.
Yeah. Now we can see this also. This main, I'll take it to the, I think, confluence part, or here, whichever the part we can take. And now go to the back.
So here's where the Hudson and the Harlem River
Meets.
meet.
Yeah. That's the tributary.
So we go back here. And
Yeah.
there's not a whole lot of
Yeah.
great, data. But if we come to 94, we see a little more. And then we come to 2002.
See, look at it. Look at it.
And
Here, this part you are seeing, more things have come up, even this side also.
Yep. And but on the New Jersey side,
Yeah.
if we see where the Englewood picnic
Right,
area is,
right,
Rockefeller
right,
Lookout,
yeah.
this is the Palisades, and that's been off limits to
Right.
construction, which is really good.
Yeah. No, but see, we have to look at the floodplains of the river. Because floodplains is important. We cannot do any construction in the floodplain area.
And that's a big problem if you go to more western New Jersey or a little more west in the Passaic River
Yeah.
has a lot of issues with people building on the floodplains.
Yeah, so that's what we have to suggest now, that has to be stopped.
And then here's,
See,
and you
yeah.
can even see more data here.
Yeah.
And you can see more development
Yeah.
as of 2008.
It is 2008?
This
Okay.
is August.
Yeah, go ahead.
August
Okay.
2008.
Okay.
And then we see, I'm going to jump to,
Now?
and this is this October 2014.
Okay.
And then here is,
Oh. What is that?
I don't know what that is. This is July 2019. And then here's September 2021. So this
And
was,
last is, go to the end. What is the last one?
and then this is May of 2023. That's the most
Okay,
recent.
most recent one.
Most recent we have.
So with these pictures, when we take, we are able to make out
Yeah.
that how the changes have
Yeah.
happened. So let us take this as a Harlem and the Hudson at least.
Right. Okay.
That what kind of developments have come up, how the floodlines floodlines have been ignored, and the establishments have come, and how it can then impact. And the floodings, after that, how floodings also we can find out that because of this, how it has impacted with floods or droughts, whatever it is, like climate change impact.
I want to see what's going on in here.
Yeah,
Near the Inwood
yes.
Hill Nature Center.
Yeah,
I mean, you see that there are a whole bunch of parks here, but this seems
yes.
this seems to be a little dried out.
You
over
go back, then you will be seeing. No. Here you go back and confront to see
Oh.
this. So that will give you idea.
Like do more historical.
Yes. See, it wasn't there. Slowly it has come up. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you bring it slowly. You just drive it this side. You will see that it is how it is changing.
So there's definitely a
Yeah.
difference in flow of water there. Oh, I know
Yes.
exactly. That's the
So-
Henry Hudson. That's the okay.
So that's how geology will now play
Yeah.
the role.
Yeah.
This is very easy, in fact, I tell you.
Yeah.
Because with the videography also you are able to see the changes immediately,
Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah.
Okay. And along with this, if, as I said about the stream orders,
Yeah.
if we do, so we can come to know, suppose in this also Harlem and even in the Hudson, what are the streams which are coming along and when did it join or how it has formed, all these things we can.
So there's the Spuyten-Duyvil Creek, which connects the Hudson and the Harlem River.
Right.
And then if we go farther down, here's,
All things while you are sitting, no, you can just do this with the year wise.
yeah.
So that photographs you can just take the screenshot and see the
Yep.
difference.
So
So
now,
that will help us.
so now here's the East River
Yeah.
coming down here.
Yeah.
The Harlem River flows
Right.
here,
Right.
and then it meets up with the East River just south of
Yeah.
Randall's Island,
Right.
down here.
And where Hudson? See, it's
And
meeting
then,
Hudson ultimately.
and then it ultimately
Yeah,
meets
meets
the Hudson
Right.
just south of the
And
Battery.
this is, see, the Governor Island
Yep.
is here in between, I can see.
Yep.
Yeah. And here I saw the way all drainage, big drainage pipelines are opening
Yeah.
in this.
10 years ago, there was a. There
Now
was a,
this area, if you can, just see the date wise.
so this is 2015.
2020? 20?
This is 2015.
2015. Okay.
All right, but if we go back to
Yeah.
this is 1980,
Okay.
1988,
Okay.
and then I'm going to go back all the way to the beginning. This is 1975. So
Okay.
it's there's not as much.
Yes.
There's not as much data
Yeah.
available.
Even
in the-
Governor Island, you see?
Yeah, you
How
see-
is
you see it, but it's not as developed.
As developed.
And then if we go here, this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
2023, and you can
Right,
see that
yeah.
there's
So
Then-
much certain things have
Yeah.
come up in between. Like maybe that the sedimentation is more,
Yep.
and because of that, some island-like things have got created.
Yep.
So that we have to
And
look at.
at the southern end here, where the East River and the Hudson River
Right,
kind of meet
right.
back up,
Right.
Park Slope has been a very big area of
Yeah.
development in the
Yeah.
past.
Oh,
Maybe
so
15
that
to
is that is why see all silt has been brought
Yeah,
from here.
yeah.
So that has got accumulated.
Could be, yeah, absolutely.
So this is the part of our study, research study.
Okay.
Okay. So for this we will collaborate and we will work. This is a very good thing. So what we can do with the different pictures, and you can just map it by measuring with the help of trackers.
Okay.
And then I think we can.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one day we can go there and even see with our own eyes.
Yeah.
That how it has changed and what is the change which we are seeing it in this.
Or seeing it right on the map.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll leave for the meeting.